Hey guys, and welcome back to my FIFA 23 Manager Career Mode, where we have taken control of Dinamo Zagreb from Croatia and created our own Balkan League with the rest of the world teams, and we got away with one in the last episode. Spoiler alert, to a howler from the opposition goalkeeper, the Sparta Praha goalkeeper, just giving us the ball back in the last minute of the game. And if you watched the last video, you would have seen we're doing a lot of transfers and loans and trying to clean up the roster a little bit. Ristovski, there was a loan offer for him from Crystal Palace, and he is at the wrong side of 30. But look, we're not trying to just like shred our team to pieces by getting rid of too many guys. So I agreed to a short-term loan for him. He's going to get some game time at Crystal Palace, I'd assume. Still pretty highly rated, 74 overall, so we'll decide what to do with him later. Bochkai, one of our Croatian players, also had a loan offer from Strasbourg, and he's 26, 71 overall. He's not getting any game time, so another one of those ones I'm just going to put on a short-term loan. And yeah, one of those ones I'll just sort of like wait for him to come back, and then we'll see where our squad's at the end of the season, and then we'll look into doing what we need to do as far as like moving into the second season. And it's looking like we're going to be playing some kind of European football because we're very strongly placed at the top of the table at the moment. We've already started a lot of the rebuild of the team throughout the first part of the season, so it's kind of a little bit of a holding pattern we're in at the moment, just going with what we got, building up a bit of chemistry with the team before we start making some big moves. I've decided to put Vega, our new signing, if you would have seen in the last video, at striker, and we're moving Orsic back to left wing because I think that was just going to be a more suitable option. Sporting CP want a piece of Lauritsen. He's our starting right back, so we're not interested in that. Like I said, we're just trying to keep some continuity in the team, and we are in a bit of that holding pattern, like I said, where we don't want to make too many big moves, but we've done some good stuff so far. We've got the team. We are a lot stronger than we are, I think, from the beginning of the season. This is the short list that I've got of players that I'm looking at. We saw there, you can see Busio, who is one of the guys that I was saying I was keen on in the last episode, 20 years old, 74 overall. Musiala, that would be a dream if we could get him to come and play for us. If you watched the World Cup, like, amazing, that guy. He's going to be an absolute star for Germany in the future. And this guy's kind of just been hovering around. Cesar Montes, 77 overall, 25. I've just kind of just keeping an eye on him, not making any moves for him yet. Robbie Burton, someone who's been in and out on loan, and we tried to loan him out before, I think, and Seattle Sounders would like to take him on a loan with the option to buy. And I said in the previous episode that I'm not keen on these option to buy deals because the point of me putting these players out on loan is to get them back with some kind of progression. Just because they're not getting game time at the moment doesn't mean they're not going to get game time in the future. But this time we just tried to put in a transfer fee, try and get the deal done, because he's on the cusp. He might be someone that we keep. He might not be someone that we keep. So see what he does over there. I'm not 100% sure on how that process works, if he can just choose to go there or if we need to approve it. But we'll just cross that bridge when we have to. Our scouts have come back from Serbia and Croatia with some more players. Gonna get this guy Darko Kovacevic, 15, and he had a pretty good potential. We had a Sasha Novak, I'm pretty sure, from Croatia that left us. So same name, coming back into our team. Not the same guy, and another guy, I think it was Dragomir Juric, was another player that we picked up from the scouting. There's a lot of similar names coming through. Like there's about 3 Jovanoviches and a few Kovaceviches. So I don't know if the game needs to sort of do a bit more research on Slavic surnames to put a bit of variety in there. The loan for Burton fell through, so we weren't able to get that done. So he's going to stay with us for the time being. RB Leipzig are interested in Baturina, and he's one of our players that we do not want to get rid of, because I can see that he's going to be really good coming up. He scored a few goals already this season when he's come in. So, yeah, a player that we want to hold on to. Petkovic also obviously not going to approve this transfer either, because he's our leading goal scorer and the league's leading goal scorer. So we're not going to get rid of him. We've still got that 3.5 game lead on the rest of the league here, so we're in a pretty comfortable position. But also remember, as I've said before, we are only focusing on the league because we were knocked out of the cup. So we're able to play our full squad every single game. So there's no like European tournaments where we need to rest players or anything like that. So yeah, it's kind of playing into our advantage. But on to our next game, and we're playing against FCSB, who are down at the bottom of the table, third bottom. So we've played them before, and I think we had a pretty good result against them last time, as we go straight from kickoff to Ademi, who plays the ball into Antuna, and it's a good ball in, and it's saved, but not the second time. And it's that man that we just signed, and we just moved to striker, Vega, with the opening goal. The initial is straight from kickoff, so the initial header was saved, and then he's just passed that into the net as the keeper's got his back turned. And he's got a few goals already, Vega. So he's been a great signing so far. He's definitely featuring on the score sheet as FCSB go forward now in the 18th minute. And this is Radislavescu. Bit of a mouthful there. And that's saved by Livakovic as we turn the ball over in midfield, and Rodriguez plays the ball into Vega, who's all on his own. One-on-one with the keeper, Vega. And it's 2 for Vega. 2-0 Dinamo Zagreb in the 25th minute. And that move to striker is paying off, as I think he's now scored as many goals as he's played games. So I think this is his 4th game, and I think it's his 4th goal. Nice little break there, and just slotting it with a bit of bend past the keeper, just past the outstretched tips of the fingers of the goalkeeper, and just inside the post. As we once again turn it over, and Vega is taken down by Marco Dorca, and he gets himself a yellow card. Yeah, just a bit late on that one. He's wearing gloves, that guy. As we go into the attack again, and we're actually playing some of our second team players. So you would have seen Ardzani is the Australian is playing there on the left wing as FCSB go forward, and that ball looked like it was going into the side netting, but Livakovic still just making sure and parrying that one away. As it's a corner now for FCSB. Still in the first half. And it'll be Popescu with the corner. Ball in. And it's headed and easily dealt with by Livakovic. Second half now, and this is Rusu. And Rusu is trying to play the ball in here to Popescu, who puts the ball across, but once again, Livakovic easily picking that one up and puts us straight into attack on the counter. And this is Vega. And it's fallen for Hartley. The Australian off the youth academy. Like I said, we are playing some of our second tier players, give him some game time, and he's got himself on the score sheet as Vega's shot is saved. But Hartley was there all on his own to put it in the back of the net. And he's also got a few goals this season. So a promising up-and-coming player for us as we go forward again. And this one is Ivanushets, who plays in Hartley, and it's saved. Hartley almost gets himself a brace. On the attack again, and it's Ivanushets this time, all on his own. And his strike is saved, and that is full time. Another win for Dinamo Zagreb. Not playing the full strength squad, but still able to get it done. We weren't playing a highly competitive team, so it was a good opportunity to get some of these guys some game time while we pull away at the top. FCSB 0, Dinamo Zagreb 3. So like I said, we're so far in front now that we can afford to play some of these guys with only a handful of games left to play in the regular season. And teams like FCSB, you know, we're not... Even if we lost, it wouldn't matter too much. You know, if we lost a game here and there, we'd still pretty much be able to clean it up. Petkovic is now in front on his own with 16 goals for the league, and our assists are dominant in the league. Still 5 out of the top 6 are Dinamo Zagreb players. Livakovic and Calvo are 2 and 3 in clean sheets at the top of the league as well. And you would think that Livakovic probably would be top if I wasn't sharing out the game time between the two keepers. So that's, you know, 16 clean sheets if we're looking at it as a team, from the team perspective. As we go into the last game for this video, a little bit of a short one today, and this is against HJK Helsinki, who are plumb last in the league. So we are once again playing some of our youth players and second string team players. You'll see here from the lineup that, yeah, it's a mixed bag of some first team players and some second team players. Calvo, you know, Matteo Lorenzen's Shutalo, the second Shutalo. That's completely second string defense. Spikic out here on the right wing is also, you know, not a starter. Arzani, Drumic, Petkovic, Ivanushets, Ademi are really the only ones who are from the first team. And we have Baturina in there in the left midfield position, also getting some game time as we go into the 9th minute. And this is Spikic, who plays the ball in to Petkovic, and he can't put it away. But we are going to go on the attack again, and it's Arzani putting the ball into Ademi, who plays in Petkovic, and it's saved again by the Helsinki keeper. Shot from range, it was going in, so the save was required. 30th minute now, and it is Petkovic on the ball. going for a little run, and he plays in Ivanovic, who gets the opener. He's been missing from the score sheet for a little while, but pops up again and gets himself a goal. Easy little one-on-one with the keeper. And it's 1-0. Just approaching half-time now as the clock ticks over into stoppage time, and it's Špikić here. Špikić plays in. Ivanovic! 2 goals for Ivanovic. He's doing it all at once. He must have heard me say that I thought he was being a bit quiet on the score sheet, so he's just gone out and got himself a couple of goals. Špikić coming down the right wing and playing the ball in, and pretty open net for him to place the ball into as Dinamo Zagreb go up 2-0 as we move into the second half now, and this is Špikić again. Špikić, great ball in! And it's Dremic with the volley. And it's 3-0. Loves getting on the end of those crosses, does Dremic. Whether it's with the head or the volley, he's pretty potent in those positions. Subbing off Ardzani now for Oršić, just to give him a rest. Some of these guys aren't getting game time, so they do tire out pretty quickly, as Pekovic on a great little run, and he plays in Oršić, who's just come on! And it's Oršić with the 4th goal for Dinamo Zagreb. First touch of the ball. Great little run from Pekovic, playing him in and bending it around the keeper into the top corner. Getting taken out as he makes the shot. Great little angle there as we assert our dominance once again over this lowly placed Helsinki team, as we're playing it out of defense now, and Baturina almost getting taken out as he plays it into Oršić, back to Baturina, who plays in Kleinheisler, and Vega's all on his own. Vega with another goal, 5 in 5. And what an impact he's made on this team. And we have quite the strike force now up front, with Pekovic and Vega. Could have been offside. Nothing doing, nothing called, and it's 5-0. And so it should be when we're playing this kind of team. 79th minute, and it's Oršić again. Down the wing, turning inside, plays in Vega. Can he get another? Not this time. And that's how it would end. 5-0. Disappointment from the opposition manager as we continue to roll on. Great signs from some of our second string players getting some game time in this video and still being able to get the result. Some of them getting goals. And it's Dinamo Zagreb 5, HJ Helsinki 0. And that'll be it for today's video, guys. A couple of games in there, a couple of wins, a couple of little moves, some loans, playing some of our youth academy players, playing some of our second string players. We've got Vega, our new signing, who's tearing it up with a goal a game. at the moment. And we still remain dominant at the top of the league. And hey, it's the first season. And like I said, we are only focusing on the league at the moment because we've got nothing else to focus on. So it is kind of a season of just building and trying to get this team firing, because by the looks of it, it's all going to change, because we are going to have to play more games next season, and that's going to mean having to really manage our lineups a lot more with a shortened break between games and having to rest players and all the likes of that kind of stuff. So let's enjoy it while it lasts, and hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying these videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one.